Yeah. 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 Otis cut hair on Tremont for 57 years. Same red leather chair through the laughter and the tears. Came old Sam at the 9 o'clock, the last name on the books. Slowest steps you ever saw and the saddest kind of looks. He said, Otis, make me handsome, I got a place to be. I said, Sam, I always do, sit down, this one's on me. He said, my Ruthie's funeral is at the 2:30. I said, brother, let me cut it like she'd want me to. Some haircuts hold a prayer, hold a prayer. Some kindness sits in a barber's chair. Yeah. He said, how much for the trim and the close clean shave? I said, Sam, your money's no good, just be brave, just be brave. He said, I'll send you to your Ruthie looking sharp and proud. The best of you for the gathering crowd. In the barber's chair, in the barber's chair. A friend and his care. In the barber's chair. Otis took his time on the old man's thinning grave. Told him stories about the Ruthie from the early married days. Said, remember when she chased you with the rolling pin in hand? The whole shop laughing at her love that time could not unman. Sam, he wept a little in the chair he'd sat for years. But Otis kept on cutting through the gentle falling tears. Brushed him off and turned him to the mirror on the wall. Said, there's the man she married, the handsomest of all. Some haircuts hold a prayer, hold a prayer. Some kindness sits in a barber's chair. He said, how much for the trim and the close clean shave? I said, Sam, your money's no good, just be brave, just be brave. Said, I'll send you to your Ruthie looking sharp and proud. The best of you for the gathering crowd. In the barber's chair, in the barber's chair. A friend and his care. In the barber's chair. One chair, one chair, one blade, one blade, one love, one flame, one fade, one frame, well made. Woo! Sammy passed that winter and they laid him next to her. Otis at the service in the suit he rarely wore. He told the gathered mourners about the last cut that he gave. How a man got ready proper for the walk up to the grave. Then he closed the shop on Tremont, hung the scissors on the nail. Said 57 years ahead, and that's the truest tale. A barber ain't just trimming, he's the keeper of the town. Every wedding, every funeral, he sends them looking down. He said, how much for the trim and the close clean shave? I said, Sam, your money's no good, just be brave, just be brave. Said, I'll send you to your Ruthie looking sharp and proud. The best of you for the gathering crowd. In the barber's chair, in the barber's chair. A friend and his care. In the barber's chair. Past the spring, and the shop stood still. They hung his name in gold on the windowsill. And the young man cutting out keeps the old red chair. Free shapes for the grieving in the barber's chair. Died alone in the room he rented cheap. No family and no savings, just a debt too steep. The county said the 9 o'clock they buried them for free. A pine box and a number in the field where the poor folk be. But Pastor Eli stood up at the church on Sunday morn. Said this town knew Moses 60 years since the day that he was born. Said he swept these very floors, he rang this very bell. A man who gave us everything deserves a proper farewell. Some debts the living pays. Some sons get buried the right way. They said, why bury a poor man like he was a king? I said, cause every soul is worth the bells we ring. Said, pass the plate around for a man who had none. A man who had none. We'll send him home like a favorite son. That's casket money. That's casket money. Love ain't funny. That's casket money. The plate it went around and the dollars they came in. 5 from the widow, 85 from the men. Children gave their pennies, the choir gave their song. A whole town for a poor man that the world had done so wrong. They bought a real oak casket and a stone to mark his rest. Carved his name in granite, said beloved, one of the best. And on the day they laid him down, the church it overflowed. For a man who'd had no family, found the family that he'd sold. Some debts the living pay. Some sons get buried the right way. They said, why bury a poor man like he was a king? I said, cause every soul is worth the bells we ring. Said, pass the plate around for a man who had none. A man who had none. We'll send him home like a favorite son. That's casket money. That's casket money. Love ain't funny. That's casket money. One plate went round. One man was found. One town stood tall. Oh. Pastor Eli at the graveside read the final word. Said Moses thought he was alone, but heaven overheard. Said no man is forgotten who once swept the holy floor. The kindness that you give comes back, and then it gives you more. The choir they sang him over as the sun broke through the grate. And the town it learned a lesson that has never gone away. You measure up a people by the poorest that they bless. A casket bought with love is the truest kind of, yeah. They said, why bury a poor man like he was a king? I said, cause every soul is worth the bells we ring. Said, pass the plate around for a man who had none. A man who had none. We'll send him home like a favorite son. That's casket money. That's casket money. Love ain't funny. That's casket money. Now the church keeps a fund in old Moses' name, so no poor soul in town goes out in shame. Every lonely passing gets the bells and the honey, forever given from the casket money. She on the building on the corner of Main. 31 apartments and she knew them all by name. Came knocking at the 9 o'clock on the door behind on rent. A young man and a baby and a check that never went. He said, Miss Pearl, I lost my job at the mill across the way. She said, boy, how many months you been afraid to say? I said, said 3, ma'am, 3, and I got no place to run. She said sit down at my table, let's see what can be done. Some landlords count the late, some count the soul behind the gate. He said, you gon' put us out in the cold and rain. I said, boy, I've been your age, I know that kind of pain. Said the rent can wait, the baby can't. That's how it is, that's how it is. A roof is more than a number on a list. On my closing shift, on my closing shift. Mercy's the gift on my closing shift. Pearl, she told the notice that the lawyer made her sin. Said you'd find work by spring, son, and we'll call it the end. Brought a sack of groceries up the stairwell every week. Held the baby on her hip while the young man tried to speak. He said, Miss Pearl, why you doing all of this for me? She said, cause a woman did it once when I had nothing free. Said the building just the bricks and the people are the worth. A hard heart never owned a single foot of earth. Some landlords count the late, some count the soul behind the gate. Oh, he said, you gon' put us out in the cold and rain. I said, boy, I've been your age, I know that kind of pain. Said the rent can wait, the baby can't. That's how it is, that's how it is. A roof is more than a number on a list. On my closing shift, on my closing shift. Mercy's the gift on my closing shift. One door, stay this. One roof, forgive. One heart, stay warm. One door, stayed warm. Young man found a job at the plant come spring. Paid Miss Pearl back slow for every single thing. She just took the rent until the back owed up. Said you raised the girl right, son, that's filling up my cup. Now he owns a little building on the other side of town. 30 doors and a rule, he wrote himself down. When the times get hard, he does what Pearl had done. You don't put out a baby, you find another run. He said you gon' put us out in the cold and rain. I said, boy, I've been your age, I know that kind of pain. Said the rent can wait, the baby can't. That's how it is, that's how it is. A roof is more than a number on a list. On my closing shift, on my closing shift. Mercy's the gift on my closing shift. Pearls beat past and the whole block came. The whole block, tenants who remembered every kindness and name. And that baby grown up read the eulogy so swift of a woman who saved them on her closing shift. At the 809, robot voice said an inmate's on the prison line. Little D, she grabbed it, she's only turning 10. Said, Daddy, is that you? Are you coming home again? He said, baby girl, it's me. I got 9 minutes here. Tell me about your spelling test. Tell me loud and clear. She read them every word she learned that week in school. A daddy doing time and a child keeping cool. 9 minutes through a wire. A daddy's love don't ever tire. She said, Daddy, when you're coming, I keep your chair. I said, baby, 14 months and I'll be right. Said you read me all your A's and I'll do my time. I'll do my time. We'll talk again at the same old chime. That collect call. That collect call. Love through the wall. Love through the wall. That collect call. Every Sunday at the 8:09 the phone would ring. She'd save up all the little things to bring. Said, Daddy, I made honor roll. Said, Daddy, I'm so tall. He said, keep on growing, baby, I'll be there through it all. He'd hung a paper calendar and he marked off every square. 400 days of crossing off and counting down the prayer. Said the cell is gray and quiet, but your voice, it paints it gold. 9 minutes every Sunday, keep a daddy's heart from cold. 9 minutes through a wire. A daddy's love don't ever tire. She said, Daddy, when you're coming, I keep your chair. I keep your chair. I said, baby, 14 months and I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Said you read me all your A's and I'll do my time. I'll do my time. We'll talk again at the same old chime. That collect call. Love through the wall. Love through the wall. That collect call. One ring, one voice, one girl, one choice, one door will fall. Came the morning that the calendar had no more squares to cross. She waited at the gate for the daddy that she lost. He walked out in the daylight at the 9:15. Tallest man that she had ever seen. She ran across the gravel and she leapt into his hole. Said, I kept your chair, Daddy, just like I was told. Ooh, no more robot voices, no more wire between. Just a daddy and his honor roll. The proudest he had been. She said, Daddy, when you coming, I keep your chair. I keep your chair. I said, baby, 14 months and I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Said you read me all your A's and I'll do my time. I'll do my time. We'll talk again at the same old chime. That collect call. Love through the wall. Love through the wall. She's in college now, first in the line. Her daddy in the front row, doing fine. And they still talk every Sunday, standing tall. No why between the love. That was a collect call. Miss Cora worked the corner of Elm and Sycamore. Orange vest and a stop sign for 30 years or more. Every morning at the 8:05 she'd take a faithful stand, walking little ones across with a steady loving hand. She knew them all by first name, knew the troubles that they had, slipped a snack to the hungry, said good morning to the sad. Said you crossed with Miss Cora, baby, you crossed safe and sound. The guardian of the corner where the children come around. Some corners hold a heart,
some corners hold a heart.
Some guardians don't depart. They said it's just a crossing, Cora. Why you love it so? I said 'cause every child that crosses, well, I watch them grow.
Said I'll hold the traffic back
with my hand in sign.
My hand in sign.
Keep them safe across the Cora started bringing him a breakfast, warm and new. Said, baby, you can't learn on a belly running low. A biscuit and a kind word's the best way to grow. She walked him across that corner every single school day morn. A guardian for a little boy the world had left for long.
Some corners hold a heart.
Some corners hold a heart.
Some guardians don't depart.
Oh, they said it's just a crossing, Cora. Why you love it so? I said, cause every child that crosses, well, I watch them grow.
Said I hold the traffic back
With my hand in sign,
my hand in sign.
keep them safe across the line. That's the crossing guard.
That's the crossing guard.
Stand and watch hard. That's the crossing guard.
One side,
One side,
one vest,
one vest,
one coin,
one coin,
blessed,
one child,
one child,
cross safe,
cross safe,
cross safe.
cross safe.
30 years she worked it, then they threw a big retire. The whole town came to thank her, lit the corner up like fire. Grown men and women came who crossed there as a kid. Told her how she'd shaped them, all the kindness that she did. Jamal stood up in a doctor's coat, said, Miss Cora made me. Fed me every morning, told me what a man could be. She wept upon that corner where she'd given all her years. A guardian of a generation, drowning in their tears. They said it's just a crossing,
Cora, why you love it so?
I said, cause every child that crosses,
Well, I watched him grow.
said I hold the traffic back.
My hand in sign.
My hand in sign.
Keep them safe across the line.
That's the crossing guard.
That's the crossing guard. Ooh.
Stand and watch hard. That's the crossing guard. They named the corner for her when she passed away.
A little sign on Elm where the children play.
And Jamal's own daughter crosses
Captain Star.
on the corner, blessed forever by the crossing guard. Yeah. Yeah. They handed me the toolbox at the reading of the will. Daddy's name engraved in steel on the handle still. He passed at the 4:43 on a Tuesday in the spring. Left me not a dollar, just this rusty heavy thing. My brother said it's junk, Dad, let's sell it for the scrap. I said no, that's 40 years of him in every gap. Said his hands wore down these handles, his sweat is in the grain. A whole man's working lifetime that I won't sell for the gain. Some steel holds a soul, some boxes keep a father whole. He said it's only wrenches, boy, what good are they to you? I said, brother, every one of them, his hands worked them through. His hands worked them through. Said I'll fix the world with the iron that he gripped, carry him in the tools he equipped. That's daddy's toolbox, that's daddy's toolbox. Love that he locked, that's daddy's toolbox. I opened up the lid and the smell of him came back. Oil and old tobacco and the grease beneath the track. Found a level that he taught me on when I was only 8. Said, son, you measure twice, boy, and you never tempt the fate. Found a hammer with a handle that his grip had worn so smooth. A screwdriver with his initials and a thing to prove. I started fixing neighbors' porches just the way he do. 85 years old, that level, and it still rang true. Some steel holds a soul, some grip carry him. In the tools he equipped, that's daddy's toolbox. That's daddy's toolbox. Love daddy life, that's daddy's toolbox. One box, one man, one grip, one tray, lives on. My brother came around when his sink began to leak. I brought the toolbox over, didn't even have to speak. Pulled out daddy's wrench and I turned it nice and slow. He watched me working quiet, said, now I think I know. He said, keep it, you was right, that ain't junk at all. That's the old man in your hands when you answer somebody's call. Now my own son's turning 8, and I hand him the level true. Say your grandpa taught me this, and now I'm teaching you. He said it's only wrenches, boy. What good are they to you? I said, brother, every one of them, his hands work them through. His hands work. Said I fixed the world with the iron that he gripped. That he gripped carry him. In the tools he equipped, that's daddy's toolbox. That's daddy's toolbox. Love daddy life, that's daddy's toolbox. My son's grown now, and he fixes things for free. Carries the same box that was handed down to me 3 generations. In the handles that he stocks, a grandfather alive in daddy's toolbox. At the counter at the 505, empty little diner, barely keeping it alive. Came a girl in from the cold, couldn't be 16. Backpack and a black eye and a face washed clean or green. She said, ma'am, I got no money, can I just sit a while? Roberta poured her coffee, gave the saddest girl a smile. Said, you sit right here, baby, you order what you please. A runaway at dawn and a woman on her knees. Some diners save a life, save a life. Some dawns cut through the strife. She said, why you feeding me? I can't pay you a thing. I said, baby, every lost child is worth a song I sing. Said you eat your fill and tell me what you're running from. A safe warm boot till the morning comes. Yeah. At the diner at dawn. At the diner at dawn. A new place to belong. A new place to belong. At the diner at dawn. Turned out little Crystal ran from her daddy's heavy hands. Slept in bus stops, ate from trash. No roof in all the land. Roberta, she had been that girl in the long ago. Knew the kind of running that the bruised and broken know. She said you can't go back there, but you can't stay on the street. She called a friend who took in girls and gave them food to eat. Drove her there at the 7, held her hand away. A woman holds the child that nobody would stay. Some diners save a life, save a life. Some dawns cut through the strife. Said, why you feeding me? I can't pay you a thing. Said, baby, every lost child's worth a song I sing. Said you eat your fill and tell me what you're running from. A safe warm boot till the morning comes. Yeah. At the diner at dawn. At the diner at dawn. A new place to belong. A new place to belong. At the diner at dawn. One boot, one girl, one dawn. New world, new world. One hand held on, held on, held on. Crystal, she got safe and she finished up her school. Wrote Roberta letters, kept the woman as a jewel. Said you didn't just feed me, you believed I had a chance. You gave a throwaway girl a whole second glance. Years went by and Crystal came back in a county car. A social worker now who finds the runaway so far. She sat down at the counter where Roberta used to stand, and she ordered up the special foreign new girls, shaking hands. She said, why you feeding me? I can't think. Hey. I said, baby, every lost child's worth a song I sing. Said you eat your fill and tell me what you're running from. A safe warm booth till the morning comes. At the diner at dawn. At the diner at dawn. A new place to belong. A new place to belong. At the diner at dawn. Roberta passed and Crystal bought the place. Keeps a booth for the runaways to find some grace. Free coffee for the lost ones. Every drawn out yawn. Forever open like the diner at dawn. Hanky fixed the heaters in the cold part of town. Crawling under houses when the temperature dropped down. Got a call at the 7:05 from a widow on the hill. Furnace dead in January in a bone deep chill. She said, sir, I got no money, I'm on a fixed income line. He said, ma'am, don't you worry, let me see what I can find. Drove out through the snowfall to a drafty little place. Oh, Miss Edna shivering with the frost upon her face. Some cold ain't meant to stay. Some warmth the man just gives away. Yeah. She said, how much for the part and the labor and the car? I said, ma'am, you keep your money, keep it all. Said, no soul should freeze in the dark of January. A little heat is a thing to carry. Let me fix your furnace. Let me fix your furnace. Won't let the cold burn us. Let me fix your furnace. Hanky worked till midnight in the crawl space underneath. The new igniter cleaned the burner, brought the warmth to breathe. Edna made him coffee with the last bit in the tin. Said you remind me of my husband. God rest the shape he's in. Hanky heard her lonely in the quiet of the night. Said I'll check on you each winter, ma'am. I'll keep your old place right. She said, son, you got a mama. I said, no, ma'am, she's gone. He said, but I got a furnace lady now to look upon. Some cold ain't meant to stay. Some warmth a man just gives away. She said, how much for the part and the labor and the car? I said, ma'am, you keep your money, keep it all. Said no soul should freeze in the dark of January. A little heat is a thing to carry. Let me fix your furnace. Let me fix your furnace. Won't let the cold burn us. Let me fix your furnace. One flame, real it. One house, stay lit. One sun, she got. One flame, real it. One house, stay lit. One sun, she got. Every winter after Hank would make the climb, check on Edna's furnace at the early frosted time. Brought her groceries and stories, brought his kids to call her grand. A widow and a stranger turned to family again. When she passed at 91, she left him in her will. Not a dime of money upon the hill. A note that said you want me when the world had left me cold. You were the only family that these last years would hold. She said how much for the part and the labor and the call. I said, man, you keep your money, keep it all. Said no soul should freeze in the dark of January. A little heat is a thing to carry. Let me fix your furnace. Hey, let me fix your furnace. Ooh, won't let the coal burn us. Let me fix your furnace. Hanky lives there now with his kids and wife. His kids and wife in the house of kindness gave him for his life. For his life. And each January he fixes furnaces for free, keeping warm the memory of Edna's plea. The caseworker dropped him off at the 505. A trash bag full of clothes and a boy too scared to thrive. 12 years old and silent, been through 7 homes. Eyes that learn to never trust the place a child roams. My wife, she set the table like the boy was always there. Said, baby, this here's your seat. Pull up that empty chair. He said, you're gonna send me back when you see the way I am. I said, son, the only sending here's a second helping hand. Some tables make a son. Some Sundays say you're not the one to run. He said, why you setting a place for a kid you just met? I said, cause your family, the minute that you're said you eat with us on Sunday, and you eat with us for good. This house keeps the promise that it should. That's Foster Sunday, that's Foster Sunday. Stay, it ain't on one day, that's Foster Sunday. First few weeks he flinched at every raising of a hand. Hid food beneath his mattress like a soldier in the sand. My wife, she never pushed him, just kept the plate filled high. Said you take what you need, baby, there's always more supply. Slowly he started talking at the dinner table round, telling little stories, making laughter the new sound. And one Sunday in October, over biscuits and a jam, he looked up and he asked us, can I call you what I am? Some tables make a son. Some tables make a son. Some Sundays say you're not the one to run. He said, why you setting the place for a kid you just met? I said, cause your family, the minute that yours said you eat with us on Sunday, and you eat with us for good. This house keeps the promise that it should. That's Foster Sunday, that's Foster Sunday. Stay, it ain't on one day, that's Foster Sunday. One bag, one chair, one place, said there, one word, was there, one bag, one chair, one plate, said there, one word, was there. We signed our papers proper by the early days of spring. Made it law, what love had made a long time, that's the thing. He took our name, we took his heart, the judge, he banged the gavel down. A boy with 7 homes behind him finally had his town. At the dinner that we threw him, he stood up tall and said, you set a chair for a stranger, now I got a place in bread. And he hugged his mama tight, where the trash bag used to be. The boy who came on Sunday found a family. He said, why you setting the place for a kid you just met? I said, Said you eat with us on Sunday, and you eat with us for good. This house keeps the promise that it should. That's Foster Sunday. That's Foster Sunday. Stay, it ain't a one day. That's Foster Sunday. Yeah. That boy grown out with a table of his own. Foster's kids on Sunday, so they're never alone. Sets a chair for the scared ones, come what may. Passing on the love of a Foster Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. Carly drove a taxi on the midnight downtown run. 20 years of affairs and the story spun. Picked up an old soldier at the 2 in the morning. Uniform worn thin and a heart all torn. He said, son, I gotta get to the cemetery gate. My buddy's being buried and I can't be late. But I spent my last on the bus that didn't come. Carl just dropped the flag, said, brother, here we run. Some meters never start, some meters never start. Some rides come from the heart. He said, how much do I owe you for the crosstown fare? I said, soldier, put your wallet up, just say a prayer. Just say. Said you served us all your young years. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn. A free ride's the least that you've earned. That's free ride call. Oh, that's free ride call. No charge from the heart. That's free ride call. Carl drove the old soldier through the sleeping city lights. Heard him talk of jungle days and the lost and fallen nights. The buddy in the casket was the man who'd saved his life. Carried him through fire to his children and his wife. Carly wiped his own eyes, said my daddy served as well. Came home different, quiet, with the stories he won't tell. So I drive the old ones free when they need to say goodbye. And a soldier in the city gonna miss the last reply. Some meters never start, some meters never start. Some rides come from the heart. He said, how much do I owe you for the crosstown fare? I said, soldier, put your wallet up, just say a prayer. Just say. Said you served us all your young years. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn. A free ride's the least that you've earned. That's free ride call. That's free ride call. That's free ride call. No charge from the heart. That's free ride call. Oh, one cab, one night, one vet, made right, one ride. No charge, no charge, no charge. He got the old soldier there at the breaking grave. Stood beside him at the grave where they laid his friend away. The soldier said, you're an angel, sent to see me through. Carl just shook his hand, said I was honored friend to do. The soldier passed that window and they read his will out loud. He left his medals to a cab driver, made the whole town proud. Said this man drove me free to bury the best I ever had. The kindest strangers meter that I ever had. He said, how much do I owe you for the crosstown fare? I said, soldier, put your wallet up, just say a prayer. Just say. Said you served us all your young years. Now it's my turn. Now it's my turn. A free ride's the least that you right call. Switch like he done for 20 years. Yellow bulb against the dark to ease a father's fears. His girl moved out last August at the 8 years old, grown. Took a job 3 states away and left the nest alone. His wife said, Frank, she's gone now, you can let the light go dim. He said, no, she'll drive back someday and she'll look for him. Said, I'll keep it burning nightly at the 9:15. Brightest little lighthouse that a child has ever seen. A bulb against the night, a father waiting, keeping right. Oh, she said, you think she's coming, Frank? She's living her own life. I said, woman, that's the point. I light it for my wife. I light it for my wife. Said the day she needs a daddy, she'll know the way. She'll know the way. A porch that says you're welcome to stay. That front porch light, that front porch light, burning so bright. That front porch light. Frankie kept it burning through the winters and the rain. Through the empty Christmas mornings and the quiet kind of pain. This girl, she called on Sundays at the 4:30. Said, Daddy, you don't need to leave that light on anymore. He said, baby, it ain't costing but $1.09 a week. And it's cheaper than the worry of a daddy who can't sleep. She'd laugh and say, you're stubborn. He'd say, that's where you get yours. Then he'd hang up and go check that the bulb still pours. A bulb against the night, a father waiting, keeping right. Oh, she said, you think she's coming, Frank? Frank, she's living her own life. I said, woman, that's the point. I light it for my wife. I light it for my wife. Said the day she needs a daddy, she'll know the way. She'll know the way. A porch that says you're welcome to stay. That front porch light, that front porch light, burning so bright. That front porch light. One glow, one glow, back home. We'll know. One glow, back home. Came a night of marriage broke and her world fell apart. She drove 1,100 miles with a shattered heart. Pulled up at the 213 to the house she used to know. In the porch light it was burning with a soft and steady glow. Frankie heard the engine, came out in his robe. Said, baby, I've been waiting, come on in from the cold. She fell into his shoulder, said, you kept it on for me. He said, girl, I told your mama, that's just how it's gonna be. She said, you think she's coming, Frank? She's living her own life. I said, woman, that's the point. I light it for my wife. I light it for my wife. Said the day she needs a daddy, she'll know the way. She'll know the way. Porch that says you're welcome to stay. That front porch light, that front porch light, burning so bright. That front porch light. Frankie passed, but the girl, she moved back in. She moved back in. First thing she did was flip that switch again. Switch again. Now her own kids know the road by the yellow side. A family got it home by a front porch light. was filling up my truck at the station off the road. The 4:43 evening with a heavy kind of load. There's a young girl at the pump with a baby on her hip, crying at the meter cause she couldn't make the trip. She said, "Sir, I'm 40 short and I'm 200 miles from home. My mama's in the hospital, I drove here all alone." I said, "Hold on now, daughter, let me fill that tank for you." She said, "Mister, I can't take it." I said, "Baby, yes you do." Some $40 nights, some $40 nights can set a stranded soul to right. So she said, "Why would you help me? You don't even know my name." I said, "Cause I've been stranded too, I know that kind of shame." Said, "You get to your mama, hold her good and strong. The road is hard, but the heart is long. That's gas money home, that's gas money home. You won't drive alone, that's gas money home." Yeah. I filled her up to full and I bought the baby milk. Slipped a 20 in the cup holder, smooth as silk. She said, "How can I repay you? I don't have a thing to give." I said, "You raised that baby love and that's the way to live." Told her about that night I broke down with my own kids in the back. A man I never met before put gas inside my tank. Said he told me pay it forward when the day arrives. And tonight you're the forward in a chain that saves our lives. Some $40 nights, some $40 nights, a stranded soul to ride. Soul to ride. She said, "Why would you help me? You don't even know my name." I said, "Cause I've been stranded too, I know that kind of shame." Yeah. Said, "You get to your mama, hold her good and strong. The road is hard, but the heart is long. That's gas money home, that's gas money home. You won't drive alone, gas money home." One time, one girl, one road, one chain, goes on, goes on. Well, she made it to her mama at the breaking of the day. Held her in the hospital before she passed away. Said, "Mama, a stranger got me here, an angel at a pump." And her mama smiled and squeezed her hand and crossed the final jump. Now that young girl keeps a 20, 40 in a car for the stranded and the crying ones, no matter near or far. She fills the tank when she sees one, says it's gas money home. A debt she pays forever so nobody drives alone. She said, "Why would you help me? You don't even know my name." I said, "Cause I've been stranded too, I know that kind of shame." Said, "You get to your mama, hold her good and strong. The road is hard, but the heart is long. That's gas money home, that's gas money home. You won't drive alone, that's gas money home." Yeah, years on I broke down again. Old and gray, a young woman filled my tank. Wouldn't take no pay, and no pay. Ooh. Said an angel taught her mama at a pump's chrome. The chain came back around. It's gas money home, gas money home. Yeah. They handed me the watch at the reading of his name. Granddad's old gold timepiece, scratched and worn the same. Stopped at the 4:43, the hour that he died. A second hand that froze on the day he said goodbye. My cousin said get it fixed, boy, or sell it for the gold. I said no, that frozen minute is a story to be told. Said it stopped the moment Granddad took his final breath, a watch that keeps the time of a love beyond the death. Some clocks stop to remember, some hold a frozen ember. He said it's a broken watch, what good's a hand that's stuck? I said cousin, it's not broken, it's a keeper of the luck. Said it marks the very minute that he slipped away, slipped away. I wear his last second every day. That's Granddad's watch, that's Granddad's watch. Time that won't botch, that's Granddad's watch. Granddad wore that watch through the war and through the mill, through my daddy's birth and my own, and the cancer ward. So still, he taught me how to read it when I was only 8. Said son, a man who's late on time is a man who's late on faith. The day before he passed, he crushed it in my hand. Said you keep the time for the family, you understand. So I wear it stopped in silent at the hour of his rest, a frozen little heartbeat that I carry on my chest. Some clocks stop to remember, some hold a frozen ember. He said it's a broken watch, what good's a hand that's stuck? I said cousin, it's not broken, it's a keeper of the luck. Said it marks the very minute that he slipped away, slipped away. I wear his last second every day. That's Granddad's watch, that's Granddad's watch. Time that won't botch, that's Granddad's watch. One watch, one watch, one hand, one time, make grand, one love, won't stop, won't stop. One watch, one watch, one hand, one time, make grand, one love, won't stop. My cousin came around when his own little boy was born. Said I get it now, the watch, the frozen mournful mourn. He lost his daddy too, and he understood at last that a stop clock holds the present and it holds the holy past. Now my own son's turning 8 and I show him the goal. Say this stopped the day your great-granddad's hand went cold. And he wears it on his wrist, though it never tells the hour. A frozen second carrying a whole family's power. He said it's a broken watch, what good's a hand that's stuck? I said cousin, it's not broken, it's a keeper of the luck. Said it marks the very minute that he slipped away, slipped away. I wear his last second every day. That's Granddad's watch, that's Granddad's watch. Time that won't botch, that's Granddad's watch. My son's grown now and his daughter wears the gold. Still stop at 443, the story told. 4 generations carry the frozen notch. A great-great-granddad living in Granddad's watch. Every night at the 9:30, me and Joe sit down. 2 cups of decaf coffee in the quiet of the town. 40 years of this same ritual, the kitchen light turned low. talking about the day we had and the places that we go. He said, girl, you remember when we couldn't pay the heat? I said, Joe, we drank our coffee with our coats on, what a treat. Said the 9:30 has held us through the lean and through the fine. The truest little church we got, that holy 9:30. Some clocks become a prayer, some hours hold a married pair. He said, why you love this hour more than all the rest? I said, Joe, it's when we tell each other we're still blessed. We're still blessed. Said the day can take its toll, but at the 9:30 we pour the coffee and we realign. At the 9:30, at the 9:30, your hand's still in mine. At the 9:30, yeah. We raised 3 babies up between those 9:30s. Talked through every fever, every wandering of the lines. The night our oldest left for war, we sat and didn't speak. Just held hands across the table, both of us too weak. The night he came home safe, we laughed until we cried. Same kitchen, same 2 coffee cups, the same old steady tide. Joe said the world keeps spinning, but this hour's where I rest. The 9:30 with you, girl, is the thing I love the best. Some clocks become a prayer, some clocks become a prayer, some hours hold a merry pair. He said, why you love this hour more than all the rest? I said, Joe, it's when we tell each other we're still blessed. We're still blessed. Said the day can take its toll, but at the 9:30 we pour the coffee and we realign. At the 9:30, at the 9:30, your hand's still in mine. At the 9:30, yeah. 1 clock, 1 clock, 1 light, 1 light, 2 cups each night, 1 love, realize. 1 clock, 1 clock, 1 light, 1 light, 2 cups each night, 1 love, 1 light, ooh, 1 light, ooh, light. Yeah. Joe got sick the winter of our 42nd year. I'd wheel him to the kitchen and I'd hold his coffee near. 9:30 we still sit down, though his words were getting few. He'd squeeze my hand and whisper that the ritual was true. The night before he left me, we sat in the kitchen glow. He said, keep the 9:30, girl, even when I go. So I'll pour 2 cups of coffee every night at 9:15. 1 for me and 1 for Joe, and the love that's still between. He said, why you love this hour more than all the rest? I said, Joe, it's when we tell each other we're still blessed. We're still blessed. Said the day can take its toll, but at the 9:30 we pour the coffee and we realign. At the 9:30, at the 9:30, your hand's still in mine. At the 9:30, I'm 90 now, and I still sit down. 2 cups of coffee in the sleeping town, and I feel Joe's hand, though I can't see the sign. Still married at the holy 9:30. Sat boxed in at the 9:15, judging a boy younger than we'd ever been. He stole a loaf of bread and a jar from the corner store. Hungry kids at home and a mother on the floor. The foreman said he's guilty. The law, it is the law. I said, brother, look closer at the hunger statue calls it death, but the boy, he calls it bread. 11 hands went up and I was the 12 instead. Some scales weigh more than crime. Some scales weigh more than crime. Some mercy bends the line of time. They said, why you hold us up? The verdict's plain to see. I said, cause I've been that hungry boy. That boy was once me. Said, let's send him to a kitchen. Not a cellar stone, not a cellar stone. A child shouldn't pay for hunger alone. In the jury box, in the jury box, mercy unlocks. In the jury box. Hey, I told them about the winter. I was 9 years old and lean. Stole a can of beans from a grocery on 18. A man behind the counter, he could have called the law. Instead he filled a sack with all the food he ever saw. I said, boy, you come back hungry, you don't steal, you ask. That man, he changed my whole life with a single gentle task. So I sat in that jury box and I would not be moved till every soul around me saw the mercy that it proved. Some scales weigh more than crime. Some scales weigh more than crime. Some mercy bends the line of time. Oh, they said, why you hold us up? The verdict's plain to see. I said, cause I've been that hungry boy. That boy was once me. Said, let's send him to a kitchen. Not a cellar stone, not a cellar stone. A child shouldn't pay for hunger alone. In the jury box, in the jury box, mercy unlocks. In the jury box. Woo! One loaf, one boy, one vote, one choice, one choice. Statewide, statewide, statewide. We came back to the courtroom at the 4:30. Found the boy not guilty, sent him through the kinder door. The judge, he ordered service at the shelter down the way, where a hungry boy could earn his bread a better, prouder way. That boy, he looked at me as they led him toward the light. Mouth a quiet thank you that I carry every night. I never saw him after, but I heard he turned out fine. A cook down at the mission on the corner of Vine. They said, why you hold us up? The verdict's plain to see. I said, cause I've been that hungry boy. That boy was once me. Said, let's send him to a kitchen. Not a cellar stone, not a cellar stone. A child shouldn't pay for hunger alone. In the jury box, in the jury box, mercy unlocks. In the jury box. Yeah, years went by and I walked in to eat. That same boy grown, ladling soup so sweet. He looked up and he knew me. His face unlocked. Two men who shared a mercy in the jury box. On the highway 9, grease beneath his fingers since the summer of '69. Came a girl at the 11:30, broke down on the side. Radiator steaming in a fish she couldn't hide. She says, sir, I got no money, I'm driving to my mother's bed. The doctors say it's hours, that's all the time she's got, she said. Callie wiped his hands and looked up at the darkened sky. Said, get in the truck, child, we ain't gonna let her die. Some bills don't get a tap, some races you just grab. She said, how much do I owe? parts and for your time. I said, girl, just go and hold her. That's the only pay in line. Said the clock is running faster than a wrench can call. Get there before the curtain falls. That's last call, Cal. That's last call, Cal. He answered the call. That last call, Cal. Callie fixed it in the dark with a flashlight in his teeth. Topped the fluid, sealed the hole, slid back beneath. Said I lost my own mama before I made it to her side. Drove all night too slow in the daylight when she died. So I keep the lights on late for the ones who got to fly. Ain't a soul should miss a goodbye for a part they couldn't buy. He sent her down the highway at the 1:30. Said you tell your mama, Cal, said the driving's almost done. Some bills don't get a tap, some races you just grab. She said, how much do I owe for the parts and for your time? I said, girl, just go and hold her. That's the only pay in line. Said the clock is running faster than a wrench can call. Get there before the curtain falls. That's last call, Cal. That's last call, Cal. He answered the call. That last call, Cal. One hoe, one light, one drive, through night, one chain, may ride, Girl, she made it to her mother at the breaking dawn. Held her hand an hour before the gentle soul was gone. She drove back through the county just to find that garage door. Left an envelope of thank yous and a little something more. Callie wouldn't take it, slid the money back her way. Said you give it to the next one, stranded, broke along the way. Now she keeps a jumper cable and a 20 in a car for the next soul race in midnight to a fading star. She said, how much do I owe for the parts and for your time? I said, girl, just go and hold her. That's the only pay in line. Said the clock is running faster than a wrench can call. Get there before the curtain falls. That's last call, Cal. That's last call, Cal. He answered the call. That last call, Cal. Callie worked that garage till the day he died. They found a wall of thank you notes he kept inside. Every midnight rescue, every grateful scroll, the quiet mighty legend of last call, Cal. Old Earl looked out over the corn in the morning haze. 87 years and the last of his planting days. His hands too weak to gather what the season had to give. A lifetime in the soil and not the strength to let it live. At the 6 in the morning he sat down and he wept. Said the harvest gonna rot in the field I always kept. But his neighbor Tom drove up with his boys in a truck. Said, Earl, you ain't alone, old friend. We're here to change your luck. Some fields get gathered in by the hands of neighbor kin. He said, why y'all out here working a field that ain't your own? I said, Earl, you fed this whole town, you ain't bringing it alone. Said you sit there in the shade and you watch us bring it around. The harvest of a good life found. That's the last harvest. That's the last harvest. Love is the largest. That's the last harvest. Word it spread across the county like the wind through wheat. By the noon there's 40 trucks and the whole town on their feet. Folks Earl fed for 60 years come to pay the debt, bringing in his corn and the kindest crowd he get. Women set up tables with the cornbread and the ham. The children ran the rows like the harvest was a jam. Early sat there in his rocker with the tears upon his face. A man who gave his whole life reaping back the grace. Some fields get gathered in by the hands of neighbor kin. He said, why y'all out here working a field that ain't your own? I said, girl, you fed this whole town, you ain't bringing it alone. Said you sit there in the shade and you watch us bring it around. The harvest of a good life found. That's the last harvest. That's the last harvest. Love is the largest. That's the last harvest. One field, one name, woo! Many hands, one stand, whoa! One crop brought on. Whoa! By the 4:43 the field was gathered clean, the fullest barn that Earl had ever seen. He stood up on his porch and he raised a shaking hand, said, I planted seeds for 60 years, now I understand. The harvest ain't the corn, friends, the harvest is the love. The neighbors that you tend become the gathering above. He passed that very winter with his barn and conscience full. A farmer who learned a field gives back what hearts can pull. He said, why y'all out here working a field that ain't your own? I said, Earl, you fed this whole town, you ain't bringing it alone. Said you sit there in the shade and you watch us bring it around. The harvest of a good life found. That's the last harvest. That's the last harvest. Love is the largest. That's the last harvest. Tom's boys farm that land now, season after season. They bring the old folks' harvest in for the reason that a kindness in a cornfield is the wisest gospel forever, bringing in the last harvest. The register at the toy store on 5th. Christmas Eve and closing at the 5 o'clock shift. Came my mama and a little boy at the 4:43, pointing at a fire truck that cost more than the fee. She said, baby, put it back, we can't afford the price. The boy, he didn't argue, he just nodded once, so nice. Donna watched him shuffle to the cheaper, smaller aisle, and something in that quiet broke her down a while. Some angels wear a name tag.
Some angels wear a name tag.
Some carry more than a shopping bag. She said, ma'am, come back to register, I got something here. I said, it's paid the fire truck. Merry Christmas, dear.
Merry Christmas, dear.
Said a stranger covered the layaway you couldn't hold.
You couldn't hold.
Some gifts come wrapped in a heart of gold. That layaway angel.
That layaway angel.
Christmas don't dangle.
That layaway angel.
Truth was done, I paid it from her own thin little purse, $85. And her own rent was worse. But she been that mama once with a child and empty hands. A Christmas with no presents that a kid don't understand. The little boy, he hugged the truck like he'd won a golden prize. His mama looked at Donna with a question in her eyes. Donna just said, go on now, an angel paid your way. She didn't say the angel was the clerk who made minimum pay. Some angels One truck, one boy, one clerk, one joy, made whole, made whole. 20 years went by and the toy store closed its door. Donna, she retired, didn't ring it up no more. But a young man in a fire suit knocked on the door one day. Said, ma'am, you won't remember, but you sent me on my way. Said, I'm a fireman now, 'cause of a truck on Christmas Eve. A clerk who gave me wonder when I stopped wanting to believe. He tracked her through the records, brought his mama and his wife to thank the Layaway Angel who had lit his whole life. She said, man, come back to register, I got something here. I said, it's paid the fire truck. Merry Christmas, dear.
Merry Christmas, dear.
Said a stranger covered the layaway you couldn't hold. Some gifts come wrapped in a heart of gold. That layaway angel.
That layaway angel.
Christmas don't dangle.
That layaway angel.
Now that fireman every Christmas Eve pays off the layaway so the children believe.
85 at a time, the debt he won't strangle. Passing on the gift of the layaway angel.
Ooh, yeah. May she writes a letter every night at the 9 o'clock to her husband doing 7 up behind the prison block. Eli made a mistake when the money got too tight. She told him, I'll be waiting, baby, every single night. She writes about the garden and the boy's first steps and words, the ordinary heaven of a life that he ain't heard. Said the ink, it is my hand reaching through the prison wall. A wife who won't stop writing till a man gets through it all. Some pens hold a marriage tight, some letters are a lifeline light. He said, why you keep on writing when I gave you every right? I said, Eli, you're my husband, I'll be holding to the light. Said, I'll number every letter and I'll seal them well, bringing the whole world to yourself. That's my letters to sell. My letters to sell. Love I won't sell. My letters to sell. Eli kept them stacked and numbered by his metal bed. 412 amazed words living in his head. He'd read them in the morning, he'd read them in the night. A pocket-sized salvation, a faded, folded light. He said, May, these pages got me through the darkest year. I'd be a different broken man if you weren't drawing near. May, she never missed a night, not a single time. A stamp and a prayer and a quarter and a dime. Some pens hold a marriage tight, some letters are a lifeline light. He said, why you keep on writing when I gave you every right? I said, Eli, you're my husband, I'll be holding to the light. Said, I'll number every letter and I'll seal them well, bringing the whole world to yourself. That's my letters to sell. My letters to sell. Love I won't sell. My letters to sell. One pen, one night, one white, host tight, one man, breathe on. One pen, one night, one white, host tight. 7 years in the gate, it opened at the 9:15. Eli walked out into the sun like thinnest he'd ever been. May was standing at the the fence with the boy now grown up tall, and a box of all the letters that it carried through it all. He said, you wrote me in a living, you wrote me in a free. She said, baby, I just loved you, that's all it had to be. They drove home to the garden that she'd written him about, a marriage saved by paper that the world had counted out. He said, why you keep on writing when I gave you every right? I said, Eli, you're my husband, I'll be holding to the lie. Said, I'll number every letter and I'll seal them well, seal them well, bringing the whole world to yourself. That's my letters to sell. Ooh, my letters to sell. Love I won't sell. My letters to sell. They grew up together in the garden shade, kept the box of letters that the love had made, the love had made, and their grandkids read them. Every faded swell, marriage that survived on letters to sell. Showed up, shaking on my porch in the rain. No collar and no number, just a hunger and a pain. It was the 8:15 of a cold November night. I brought him in and dried him by the kitchen light. Made some flyers in the morning, walked them door to door. Found a little girl who cried for that dog 3 days or more. She said, mister, that's my biscuit, he ran off in the storm. I said, well, he found my porch child and I kept him warm. Some strangers come on for pause, come on for pause. Some friendships start without a cause. She said, how can I ever pay you back for what you've done? I said, sugar, just a smile, you and your dog had one. Said I walked him every evening, fed him good and round. The best lost thing I ever found, that lost dog found, that lost dog found. Joy came around, oh, that lost dog found. Turned out little Sadie lived alone with her granddad. Money awful tight, and the times were awful bad. I'd been a lonely widower since my own wife had gone. Didn't have a reason most days to carry on. But that dog and that little girl, they showed up at my gate. Brought a bag of homemade cookies and they wouldn't hesitate. Said you should come for supper, Granddad makes a stew. I said, well, if biscuits coming, then I reckon I'll come too. Some strangers come on for pause, come on for pause. Some friendships start without a cause. She said, how can I ever pay you back for what you've done? I said, sugar, just a smile, you and your dog had one. Said I walked him every evening, fed him good and round. The best lost thing I ever found, that lost dog found, that lost dog found. Joy came around, oh, that lost dog found. One dog, one stone, one porch, stay warm. One girl, one friend. Suppers turned to Sundays and the Sundays turned to years. Granddad and a widower laughing off the tears. Sadie grew up calling me a second Grandpa Lou, and biscuits slept between us like he always knew. When that old dog passed at 12, we buried him out back under the very porch where he come in And there's a brown dog on her porch this time around. But love's still living from a lost dog found. We cleaned out Mama's kitchen on a Sunday after the rain. 40 years of skillets and the love that they contain. There it hung behind the door at the 4:30. Faded yellow apron with a flower dusted lock. My sister said we'll donate it, it's just an old worn thing. I said no, that's where she lived, that's the dress that made her sing. Said I can smell the biscuits and the Sunday morning grace. A whole woman's lifetime in a worn and flowery lace. Some cloth holds more than thread. Some cloth holds more than thread. Some keeps the living near the dead. She said it's only cotton, boy, let the old things go. I said sis, you wear it once, then you'll know. Then you'll know. Said her hands are in the pocket, her hum is in the seam. You can hold her like a Sunday dream. That mama's apron, that mama's apron. Love that we're saving, that mama's apron. Sister tied it on and the tears came rolling down. Said I feel her arms around me, I feel her all around. She made the biscuit Sunday like the recipe she knew. 87 cuts of the rolling pin, the way that mama do. We sat there at the table where we sat as little ones too. Two grown and grieving children and the morning sun. She said you was right, I'm sorry, I was scared to feel it all. I said that's why we keep it hanging there behind the wall. Some cloth holds more than thread. Some cloth holds more than thread. Some keeps the living near the dead. She said it's only cotton, boy, hey, let the old things go. I said sis, you wear it once, then you'll know. Then you'll know. Said her hands are in the pocket, her hum is in the seam. You can hold her like a Sunday dream. That mama's apron, that mama's apron. Love that we're saving, that mama's apron. Oh, one string, one tie, one hum, won't die, one love, stays on. Now my sister's got a daughter and the girl is turning 8. Ties the apron round her twice and lets it hang and wait. Says this belonged to a woman who could turn flour into gold. A grandma that you know now through a story being told. And the biscuits rise on Sunday in a kitchen 3 towns moved. But the hands inside the apron, well, they never lost the groove. We pass it down to women like a heartbeat and a name. A mama gone, but living in the love that stays the same. She said it's only cotton, boy, let the old things go. I said since you wear it once, then you'll know. Then you'll know. Said her hands are in the pocket, her hum is in the seam. You can hold her like a Sunday dream. That mama's apron, that mama's apron. Love that we're saving, that mama's apron. Oh, that girl is grown and got a kitchen of her own. The apron's thin as paper, but the love has grown. 4 generations rolling biscuits, sweet and warm. A great grandmother living, that mama's apron. night shift on the cancer floor. 18 years of bedpans and the souls walk in the door. Room 403 at the 2 in the morning light. Old man with no family and a long and lonesome night. He said, nurse, I'm scared to close my eyes, I might not wake. She said, honey, I'll sit with you, your hand is mine to take. Said, you ain't gonna go alone, not on Gloria's floor. I'll hum you to your rest like our mama did before. Some watches hold the night, some hands won't let go of the light. He said, why you stay with me? You got a shift to keep. I said, baby, no one crosses over here in lonely sleep. He said, I'll hold your hand till the morning if it comes, and I'll hold it through if the morning don't. That's the night nurse, that's the night nurse. She'll quiet the world. That's the night nurse. Ooh, Gloria, she sat there through the slow and fading hours. Told him stories, sang him hymns, described the springtime flowers. He said, I had a daughter once, we lost the way somehow. She said, well, I'm your daughter, mister. I'm right here, right now. He talked about his Margie in the dance hall where they met. The 87 years of life he wasn't done with yet. And when the dark grew heavy and his breathing came undone, she held him through the crossing like the rising of the sun. Some watches hold the night, some hands won't let go of the light. He said, why you stay with me? You got a shift to keep. I said, baby, no one crosses over here in lonely sleep. Said, I'll hold your hand till the morning if it comes, and I'll hold it through if the morning don't. That's the night nurse, that's the night nurse. She'll quiet the words. That's the night nurse. Ooh. One hand, one light, one hymn, one night, one soul, cross one. The daughter that he lost, she came around next day. Too late to say her sorries, too late to make him stay. But Gloria sat beside her, said your daddy spoke of you, said he loved you to the end. Child said his last words were true. The daughter wept and asked her how a stranger could be there. Gloria said it's just a job, but the job is mostly care. Now that daughter volunteers on the very same old floor, holding hands of strangers so they don't cross alone no more. He said, why you stay with me? You got a shift to keep. I said, baby, no one crosses over here in lonely sleep. Said, I'll hold your hand till the morning if it comes, and I'll hold it through if the morning don't. That's the night nurse, that's the night nurse. She'll quiet the words. That's the night nurse. Gloria retired after 30 years, walked out the door to the staff in tears. And the one she held still light a candle and rehearse the blessing of the hands of the night. Ray stood up in the basement where the folding chairs are tight, held a little bronze coin that was catching the light. Said my name is Ray, and I drank for 20 years. Lost my wife, my truck, my mama, drowned them all in beers. The man beside him, said, go on, son, you say it loud and true. He said, I've been 90 days dry and I don't know how I do. Said, I count the morning coffee at the 6:15. Cleanest cup of nothing that a man has ever seen. One day stacked upon the next, a bronze coin and a steady breath. She said, you really think you'll make it? You've been here before. I said, girl, this time I'm counting. This time I keep score. Said it's 90 little mornings that I didn't fall, and tomorrow's the hardest one of all. It's 90 days. It's 90 days. I'm changing my ways. It's 90 days. Ray, he got a sponsor named Walter from the line. Called him at the 2 in the morning every time. Walter said, you don't drink today, son, that's the only deal. You ain't got to fix tomorrow, just keep today real. Ray, he poured the bottles out he'd hidden in the shed, 42 of them rolling like the years that he'd misled. He got down on the kitchen floor and he cried until he laughed. 90 days of daylight on a long and crooked path. One day stacked upon the next, a bronze coin and a steady breath. She said, you really think you'll make it? You've been here before. I said, girl, this time I'm counting. This time I keep score. Said it's 90 little mornings that I didn't fall, and tomorrow's the hardest one of all. It's 90 days. It's 90 days. I'm changing my ways. It's 90 days. One call, one day, no fall. One man stands tall. A year went by and Ray stood and held a different coin. Bronze turned to a heavier gold. The program would anoint. And there's a young man shaking in the folding chair tonight. Says, I'm one day sober and I'm terrified of the fight. Ray sat beside him, said, you call me when it's steep. You ain't got to climb the mountain, just keep today to keep. Now he sponsors half the basement, gives away the line. You don't drink today, brother, and you take it one more time. She said, you really think you'll make it? You've been here before. I said, girl, this time I'm counting. This time I keep score. Said it's 90 little mornings that I didn't fall, and tomorrow's the hardest one of all. It's 90 days. It's 90 days. I'm changing my ways. It's 90 days. Oh, 10 years clean and raised. Got his daughter back. Walks her down the aisle on a steady track. And it started in a basement. A coin, a phrase, a man who learned to live in 90 days. Ooh, yeah, Pastor Eli opened the doors at the 6:15. Cold church basement where the lost souls lean. Came a man named Roscoe with the shakes and the sweat. 20 years, a bottle and a debt he couldn't get. He said, preacher, I ain't holy, I done sold my soul to drink. Eli poured him coffee, said, now brother, let's not think. Said, this here is a table where the broken come to mend. There's no tab you gotta settle, just a handling. dark this way. That's open tab faith. That's open tab faith. No bill on the slate. That's open tab faith. Roscoe came back daily to the basement and the brew. Eli never preached at him, just helped him muscle through. The choir, they would practice while the coffee it would pour. And slowly something holy crept beneath that broken door. Roscoe found a job again at the lumber yard in town. Eli helped him pay the rent so he wouldn't tumble down. Said the church, it ain't the building, it's the catching of the fall. A faith with an open tab that's there to carry on. Some faith don't keep a score. Keep a score. Some doors stay open evermore. He said, why you let me in when I got nothing left to give? I said, Roscoe, grace is free. It's the only way to live. Said you come back every morning, you sit and you stay. You sit and you stay. We'll walk you out of the dark this way. That's open tab faith. That's open tab faith. No bill on the slate. That's open tab faith. One door, one cup, one man stood up, one faith. Stayed wide. 5 years sober, Roscoe stood before the church one day. Said this basement and this preacher took my chains away. He joined the choir singing in the robe of midnight blue. And he opened up his own door to the broken passing through. Now he runs the coffee table at the 615, welcoming the shaken ones, the lost ones in between. Says the same words Eli told him with the steam and grace. There's no tab, you gotta settle. Just take a seat, a place. Said, why you let me in when I got nothing left to give? I said, Roscoe, grace is free. It's the only way to live. Said you come back every morning, you sit and you stay. You sit and you stay. We'll walk you out of the dark this way. That's open tab faith. That's open tab faith. No bill on the slate. That's open tab faith. Eli passed and Roscoe took the door. Keeps it open like it was before. Pouring coffee for whoever's lost their way. Forever holding open tab faith. Shop on the corner of Vine. 40 years of trinkets and the stories they assign. Came a woman at the 405 with her eyes cast low. Slid a wedding band across the glass like she didn't want to know. She said, how much for the gold? I got rent that's coming due. Mickey held it to the light, said, ma'am, this ring is true. He said, the diamond's worth $1,200, but the story's worth much more. What's the hurry that would send it through my door? Some gold ain't meant to sell. Some gold ain't meant to sell. Some rings got a soul to tell. She said, just give me what it's worth. I can't keep what I can't feed. I said, sister, hold it one more week. Let's see about your needs. Said I loan you what you're short and I keep your band safe. Keep your band safe. Some treasures a man won't trade for face. Don't pawn my ring. Don't pawn my ring. Hold the precious thing. Don't pawn my ring. Turned out Sarah's husband passed in the early spring. Left her with the bills and the weight that grief can bring. back in 72. Knew the kind of empty that a woman's going through. He covered up her rent from the register that night. Said, you pay me when you can, ma'am, you'll be alright. Wrote a loan at no percent on a yellow paper scrap. Tucked the ring inside the safe with a little velvet wrap. Some gold ain't meant to sell. Some gold ain't meant to sell. Some rings got a soul to tell. She said, just give me what it's worth. I can't keep what I can't feed. I said, sister, hold it one more week. Let's see about your needs. Said I'll loan you what you're short, and I keep your band safe. Keep your band safe. Some treasures a man won't trade for face. Don't pawn my ring. Don't pawn my ring. Hold the precious thing. Don't pawn my ring. One bang, one bang, one vow, one say, one say, one now, one no break. Sarah, she got back up on her feet by fall. Came to pay the loan and they're thanking for it all. Mickey slid the ring back in his velvet little case. Said, ma'am, you never pawned it, I was just to keep in place. She tried to give him interest, he just shook his gray old head. Said, put it toward your husband, stone the living, know the dead. Now she wears the band again, where the street light starts to gleam. A ring that was a heartbeat away from a broken dream. She said, just give me what it's worth. I can't keep what I can't feed. I said, sister, hold it one more week. Let's see about your needs. See about said I'll loan you what you're short, and I'll keep your band safe. Keep your band safe. Some treasures a man won't trade for face. Don't pawn my ring. Don't pawn my ring. Hold the precious thing. Don't pawn my ring. Mickey passed and they read his will out loud. Read it out loud. He left no debt owed by the grieving crowd. Grieving crowd. Tore up every ticket so the poor could keep their thing. Keep their thing. A pawn man who taught the town. Don't pawn your ring. Our life, 20 years of arguing the way that hard love survives. We sat across the kitchen at the 9:15. Both of us too stubborn and too tired to make a sign. She said, maybe we should call it we ain't who we was. I said, Della, look at me, girl, you know the reason. Cause said I still reach for you sleeping when the night gets cold. We ain't broken, baby, we're just getting old. Some loves don't break, baby. Some quarters past can start again. She said, do you even love me like the day we met? I said, Della, every wrinkle is a vow I won't forget. Said, let's say it all again. On the porch tonight. On the porch tonight. Renew the promise, make it right. At a 1/4 vows. At a 1/4 vows. We're saying it now. At a 1/4 vows. We stood out on the porch where we'd married years ago. No preacher and no witness, just the moon to make it so. I took her tight hands and I said the words again. For richer and for poorer. Through the where and how and when. She cried and said, I'm sorry for the cold years that we knew. I said, baby, every winter I'd still pick me you. We danced upon the porch boards to a song inside our head. Two old fools recommitting to the life we nearly shared. Some loves don't break, baby. Some quarters past can start again. She said, do you even love me like the day we met? I said, Della, every wrinkle is a vow I won't forget. Said, let's say it all again. held on, held on. We had 15 more good years after that autumn night. The arguing grew softer, and the love, it grew the light. We told our grandkids stories of the time we nearly quit, how a quarter past decision was the saving grace of it. Said you don't throw away a garden cause the season turned to fall. You tended through the cold and you be glad you kept it all. And when Della passed at 80, I held her like the vow. The promise we renewed was the thing that held us now. She said, do you even love me like the day we met? I said, Della, every wrinkle is a vow. Don't forget. Said, let's say it all again on the porch tonight. On the porch tonight. We knew the promise. Make it right at a quarter past vow. At a quarter past vow. We're saying it now. I sit on that porch now in the evening glow, saying the vows to Adela. I still know, and the grandkids learn that love is what you allow. Forever renewing at a quarter past vow. We lost our baby boy in the cold of the year. Empty little crib and a silence hard to bear. My wife, she wouldn't move it from the corner of the room. At the 443 each night she'd sit there in the gloom. In the agency they called us by the boy with no home. 2 years old and waiting in the world all alone. I said, honey, are we ready? Can we love through the fear? She said, bring him to the crib, that's why it's still here. Some cribs get filled again. Some cribs get filled up. Some grief becomes a door for kin. She said, how can I hold another when my own is gone? I said, baby, that empty crib's been waiting for the dawn. Said our boy would want us loving, not closed and grim. Let's fill the second crib for him. That's the second crib, that's the second crib. Love that we give, that's the second crib. We brought him home on a Tuesday at the 4:30. A scared and tiny fellow we had waited for. My wife, she laid him gently in the crib, she wouldn't move. And something in her shoulders found the strength to prove. He cried the first few nights and she rocked him through the dark, singing to a stranger's child the songs that left their mark. And slowly the room that held a heartbreak and a loss filled up with a giggle and a love worth any cost. Some cribs get filled again. Some grief becomes a door for kin. She said, how can I hold another when my own is gone? I said, baby, that empty crib's been waiting for the dawn. Said our boy would want us loving, not closed and grim. Let's fill the second crib for him. That's the second crib, that's the second crib. Love that we give, that's the second crib. One crib, one Lord, one Lord, one boy who cried, one love filled it. Woo! That boy grew up tall and he knew the whole of it. We told him about the brother in the crib that he had fit. He said, you didn't replace him, you just made room for two. A heart that lost a baby found the strength to start anew. At his wedding he stood up and he raised a glass to say there was an empty crib that love refused to take away. And I'm the boy that filled it, the second chance they gave a family built from a sorrow they were brave enough to brave. She said, how can I hold another when my own is gone? Said, baby, that empty crib's been waiting for the dawn. Said our boy would want us loving, not closed and grim. Let's fill the second crib for him. That's the second crib, that's the second crib. Love that we give, that's the second crib. That boy's a father now with the crib of his own. Adopts the waiting children. waiting on bail. 20 years of feeding folks who'd walk through their own hell. Came a man at the noon o'clock with a shake in both his hands, eyes that knew the gutter and a face the bottle tans. She said, sit down, honey, here's a plate, you take your time. He said, ma'am, I don't deserve it, I done every kind of crime. She said, baby, in this line we don't ask what you done, we just fill you up and tell you that the morning's gonna come. Some plates come with grace, some plates come with grace, some kitchens are a saving place. Oh, he said, why you treat me human when I threw myself away? I said, cause a plate of supper is a reason to see day. Said you'd come back tomorrow, and the day passed that, the day passed that. We'll keep a chair where your hunger sat. That soup kitchen soup, that's soup kitchen soup. She'll see you through. That soup kitchen soup. Man named Eddie came back daily at the noon. Soup, she learned his story by the early days of June. Lost his wife, his job, his bottom, drank to drown the lot. She never once would judge him for the everything he's not. Said, Eddie, you got hands that used to build the railroad track. She said, the world ain't done with you, it's waiting on you back. Slipped him a bus pass and the number for a bed. A meeting in a basement where the broken ones get fed. Some plates come with grace, some plates come with grace, some kitchens are a saving place. Oh, he said, why you treat me human when I threw myself away? I said, cause a plate of supper is a reason to see day. Said you come back tomorrow, and the day passed that, the day passed that. We'll keep a chair where your hunger sat. That soup kitchen soup, that soup kitchen soup. She'll see you through. That soup kitchen soup. One plate, one man, one name. She ran, one chance. He took. Eddie got it sober on the 90-day climb. Came back to the mission, but this time on the line. Apron around his middle, Allen gravy down. Said, Sue, I'm here to give it back, I'm the new man in town. She just hugged him over the steam of the pot. Said, I knew you had it in you, baby, I knew you had a lot. Now they serve together at the noon on bell. Two hands feeding hungry through their own comeback from hell. Why you treat me human when I threw myself away? I said, cause a place is a reason to see day. Said you come back tomorrow, and the day passed that, the day passed that. We'll keep a chair where your hunger sat. That soup kitchen soup, that soup kitchen soup. She'll see you through. That soup kitchen soup. Soup, she passed and Eddie runs the line. Feeds the broken daily, says it's by design. Then he tells them what she told him, soft and true. The morning's gonna come like soup kitchen soup. Siren started wailing at the 8:09 that night. Sky turned green as a bottle, and the wind took up the fight. I run down to my cellar with my flashlight in my hand. Heard her banging at the storm door from across the broken land. There's the family from the trailer, the ones I never knew. 3 kids and a mama with the rain pouring through. She said, mister, can we shelter? We got nowhere safe to be. I said, get on down here, all of you, there's room enough for me. Some know storm don't take no side. She said, we're strangers, sir, we got no claim on you. I said, lady in a twister, well, the neighbors all there's true. The neighbors all there's. Say, get them children settled where the walls are stone. Nobody rides a storm alone. That's the storm shelter. That's the storm shelter. We helter and shelter. That's the storm shelter. We huddled in that cellar while the world tore up above. The freight train roar of the funnel and the fear it took the love. I told the kids a story, gave them crackers from the shelf. The mama held the baby and she tried to calm herself. The lights they flickered out and we sat there in the black, strangers in a basement with the storm upon our back. And when the roar moved over and the quiet came to stay, we climbed up to a county that the wind had blown away. Some doors fly open wide. Some doors fly open wide. When the storm don't take no side. She said, well, strangers, sir, we got no claim on you. I said, lady in a twister, well, the neighbors all there's true. The neighbors all there's. To get them children settled where the walls are stone. Nobody rides the storm alone. That's the storm shelter. That's the storm shelter. Shelter and shelter. That's the storm shelter. Ooh. One door, one storm, one cellar. Stay warm, one night. One door, one storm, one cellar. Stay warm, one night. Making the trailer, it was gone, just a slab where it had stood. I said, you stay here with me now in the house, and for good. We rebuilt that family's home through the summer, boy by boy. The whole town pitching in for the shelter that I scored. The mama said, you saved us. When you opened up that door, I said, no man, we save each other. That's what sellers for. Now those kids call me uncle, and they come around to stay. A family forged in a twister on a green and roaring day. She said, well, strangers, sir, we got no claim on you. I said, lady in a twister, well, the neighbors all there's true. Neighbors all there's. Say, get them children settled where the walls are stone. Nobody rides a storm alone. That's the storm shelter. That's the storm shelter. Shelter and shelter. That's the storm shelter. Those kids grew up and they dug cellars of their own, open to the strangers when the sirens moan. Doors that fly wide for whoever needs to enter, passing on the grace of the storm shelter. A ladder came to Walter at the 2:30. Said a child you never met is a match for you. Some swab he gave years ago at a county blood drive. Now a little girl named Hope was fighting just to stay alive. He said, doctor, I'm a stranger, why's it gotta be me? She said, sir, you're one in a million. you're the only key. Walter set the letter down and he closed his eyes. Said when a child is drowning, well, a man don't ask why. Some gifts come from the bone. Some strangers won't leave you alone. She said, you sure you wanna do this? It's a needle and a pain. I said, man, what's a little aching against a child's whole chain? Said, take whatever's in me that can make her well. Make her well. A stranger's marrow's got a tale to tell. That's a stranger's marrow. Oh, that's a stranger's marrow. Straight as an arrow. That's a stranger's marrow. Walter went in Tuesday after 7 in the morning. They drew the gift of living that would let a child be born. A new into a future that the cancer tried to steal. A stranger's bone and a little girl made whole and real. He never asked to meet or said the gift should stand alone. But her mama wrote a letter to the man she'd never known. Said you gave my baby 20 more years than she had. A stranger out of nowhere, the kindest, bravest lad. Some gifts come from the bone. Some strangers won't leave you alone. She said, you sure you wanna do this? It's a needle and a pain. I said, man, what's a little aching against a child's whole chain? Said, take whatever's in me that can make her well. Make her well. A stranger's marrow's got a tale to tell. That's a stranger's marrow. Oh, that's a stranger's marrow. Straight as an arrow. That's a stranger's marrow. Oh, one swab, one match, one bone, can't pack, one child, lives on. 18 years went by and a knock came on his door. A young woman standing there that he'd never seen before. She said, are you Walter, sir? Well, I'm the girl named Hope. You gave me half your marrow and I'd run out of rope. She grown into a nurse who saves the children every day. Said your blood, it runs inside me. You taught me the way. Walter wept and held the stranger that he made his kin. A gift he gave a child, come walking back again. She said, you sure you wanna do this? It's a needle and a pain. Said, man, what's a little aching against a child's whole chain? Said, take whatever's in me that can make her well. Make her well. A stranger's marrow's got a tale to tell. That's a stranger's marrow. Oh, that's a stranger's marrow. Straight as an arrow. That's a stranger's marrow. Walter passed at 80 with hope by his side. The stranger girl he saved became his guide. And she registers the donors now. The wheelbarrow carrying on the gift of a stranger's marrow. Pour drinks at the corner on the avenue. 30 years of last calls and the regulars he knew. Came a young man at the 11, jacket worn and thin. Counted change upon the bar to buy a glass of gin. Ray said, son, you look like Friday left you in a ditch. He said, sir, I lost my job today. Ain't that a glitch? Said, I just want one cold drink before I face my wife. Ray slid him a whiskey, said, now tell me about your life. Some bartenders pouring in, some troubles out. The layoff and the baby and the wife he couldn't doubt. Said, son, I lost a job at 30, thought the world had ended cold. Then a man behind the bar gave me a chance to hold. Reach beneath the counter, pulled a card out from a stack. He said, my brother runs a warehouse, you go give him this and that. The young man tried to thank him, Ray just waved him on. Said, you pay it forward someday when your bad luck's gone. Some bartenders pouring here, some tabs get wiped right here. Oh, he said, how much for the whiskey? I can barely pay. I said, son, your money's no good in my place today. In my place today. Said the drink is on the house and so is the chair. A man down on his luck gets scared. On the tab at race, on the tab at race. Kindness that stays on the tab at race. One drink, one ear, one car, slid here, got back, got back, got back, got back. Job, worked his way up high. Came back to the bar years later with a suit and tie. Found old Ray still pouring at the same warm wooden place. Said 100 on the counter and a smile on his face. Said, Ray, you don't remember, but you saved my life that day. Ray said, son, I remember every soul I sent away whole. He wouldn't take the money, said you keep it for the next. The young man left it in the jar for a stranger's bad luck text. He said, how much for the whiskey? Barely pay. I said, son, your money's no good in my place today. In my place today. Said the drink is on the house and so is the chair. A man down on his luck gets scared. Tab at race, on the tab at race. Kindness that stays on the tab at race. Ray passed and they kept the bar the same. The bar the same. Hung his photo where he built his name. Built his name. And there's a jar that says a stranger's drink it pays. Forever pouring on the tab at race. Very drove the city bus on the east side line. 22 years steady, never once behind her time. But there's a boy at the 713 with a backpack twice his size. Always running half a block with the morning in his eyes. She said, baby, I should leave, I got a schedule I should keep. He said, miss, just 30 seconds. My mama's working sleep. So Vera, she'd hold 3 stops late every single day. A whole route running slow so a boy could ride her way. Some schedules bent for a child, some minutes lost a mercy file. The dispatch said you're running 3 behind again. I said let me run behind. That boy's been my friend. That boy's been my friend. Said write me up, I'll wear it, but the child gets a boy. Some lateness is its own reward. 3 stops late. 3 stops late. I'll carry that away. 3 stops late. Turned out little Marcus had a mile to school to go. No daddy and a mama on her feet through wind and snow. Vera, she'd been driving past the struggle for a year. Then one cold and rainy April, she decided he'd ride near. She kept the granola bar in the change box by the wheel. Said, boy, you can't learn hungry. Here's a little something real. And the other riders smiled at the small and steady grace. race, a bus that ran 3 minutes slow, but ran a kind of pace. Some schedules bent for a child, some minutes lost a mercy file. Some minutes lost a mercy file. The dispatch said you're running 3 behind again. I said let me run behind. That boy's been my friend. That boy's been my write me up. I worry, but the child gets aboard. Some lateness is its own reward. 3 stops late. 3 stops late. I'll carry that weight. 3 stops late. 1 stop, he waits, he waits. 1 bus, 3 late. 1 seat stays in. 1 stop, he waits, he waits. 1 bus, he waits. Marcus grew up tall and he wears a city vest. Drives the 713 now, the route he loved the best. And there's a girl at the corner with a backpack twice her size, running half a block with the morning in her eyes. He holds the bus 3 stops late like Vera always done. Says you can't leave a child standing under that hard sun. The dispatch, they don't write him up, they know the route's a prayer. A line that runs 3 minutes slow because somebody cared. The dispatch said you're running 3 behind again. I said let me run behind. That boy's been my friend. That boy's been my write me up. I'll wear, but the child gets aboard. Some lateness is its own reward. 3 stops late. 3 stops late. I'll carry that weight. 3 stops late. Vera passed, but the route still runs her way. Still runs her way. 3 minutes slow at the break of day. And the children ride to a future running straight. On a bus, a woman ran 3 stops late. Tip jar angel. Tina worked the diner double shift to make the rent. 2 kids and a landlord and a paycheck nearly spent. Smiling through the 805 with coffee on the run. Hiding all the worry from the customers, each one. There's an old man in the corner that she served his eggs and toast. Quiet little fellow, just the kind she noticed most. He left her with the dishes and a folded paper square. She found $250 and a note left there. Some tips come straight from grace. Some angels got a regular face. She said, sir, you made a mistake. This is way too much. I said, no ma'am, I've been watching. You got the kindest touch. Said you serve with a smile through a worry you don't show. You don't show. Take this and let the red day go. That's a tip jar angel. That's a tip jar angel. Help when it's painful. That's a tip jar angel. Turned out that old fella had been coming for a year. Watched her work the doubles, watched her swallow every tear. He lost his wife who waited tables 40 years before. Knew the kind of tide that walks out that kitchen door. The note, it said, my Norma, serve with a smile like you. This is what I wish that folks had done for her to do. He didn't leave a number, didn't leave a name, just $250,000 and a memory's flame. Some tips come straight from grace. Some angels got a regular face. She said, sir, you made a mistake. This is way too much. I said, the kindest touch. Said you serve with a smile, the worry you don't show. You don't show. Take this and let the rainy day go. That's a tip jar angel. That's a tip jar angel. Help when it's painful. That's a tip jar angel. One note, one smile, one man, worthwhile, one rent, got paid, Oh, Tina made the rent that month and a little bit beyond. Came looking for the old man, but the corner booth was gone. The cook said he'd passed away. The funeral was small. She went to pay her thank you to a man who gave her all. Found out he left the fund for the waitresses in need. In Norma's love and memory, acquired mighty deep. Now Tina runs that fund and she keeps the booth reserved for an angel and a Norma and the smile they deserve. She said, sir, you made a mistake. This is way too much. I said, no ma'am, I've been watching. You got the kindest touch. Said you serve with a smile, the worry you don't show. You don't show. Take this and let the rainy day go. That's a tip jar angel. That's a tip jar angel. Help when it's painful. That's a tip jar angel. Tina owns the diner now. The booth still set. For the waitresses in need who can't pay yet. She slips them folded notes when the days are painful. Forever giving like a tip jar angel. At the courthouse on a Tuesday. $40 and a witness that we grabbed off the way. No big white dress, no flowers, no band to play a song. Just the two of us at the 10:05 and a love a mile long. She said, baby, I'm sorry that I couldn't have it grand. I said, girl, I don't need a hall, I just need your hand. Said we'll dance in the kitchen, we'll feast on what we've got. A wedding ain't the party, it's the tying of the knot. We skipped the fancy part, but we never skipped a single heart. She said, don't you wish we had the cake and the lace? I said, Ruby, every morning that I wait to your face. Said the cheapest little wedding bought the richest years. A lifetime worth more than the cheers. That wedding we skipped, that wedding we skipped. Best vow we ever flipped. That wedding we skipped. We came home to a one room with a mattress on the floor. Ate spaghetti out the same bowl and we couldn't ask for more. Ruby hummed a wedding march while she did the dishes slow. I spun around the linoleum where the radio would go. We saved up all the money we just spent up on a show. Put it toward a little house where our love could grow. $1,200 down on a fixer that the bank let us hold. The reception that we skipped became a rule from the cold. We skipped the fancy part, but we never skipped a single heart. She said, don't you wish we had the cake and the lace? I said, Ruby, every morning that I wake to your face. Said the cheapest little wedding bought the richest years. A lifetime worth more still. One vow was real. One dance, on time. Oh. 50 years we made it and the kids they planned a thing. Said mama, daddy finally have the wedding, hear the ring. Ruby in a white dress, set the silver in her hair. Me in a rented tuxedo and the whole town there. We danced the dance we practiced on the kitchen floor so long. And the band they played the very tune she'd always hummed along. I leaned and told her softly as the people raised their cup, the wedding that we skipped was the one that lifted us up. She said, don't you wish we had the cake and the lace? I said, Ruby, every morning that I wait to your face. Said the cheapest little wedding bought the richest years. A lifetime worth more than the cheers. That wedding we skipped, that wedding we skipped. Best vow we ever flipped, that wedding we skipped. Oh, Ruby passed at 80 in our little place, the house we bought instead of the lace. I still hum that wedding march. Let it rip. Grateful for the wedding that we skipped. Pastor came to the prison at the 7 every week. Started up a choir for the hard men and the meek. There's a man named Tyrone with a sentence 20 long. I said, preacher, I don't sing, sir, I done too much wrong. The pastor put a hymn low in his rough and shaking hand. Said, son, the Lord don't grade the voice, he grades the man. Said, you stand in the back row, you just move your lips along. And somewhere in the moving you'll remember you belong. Some walls can't hold a song. Some voices right the wrong. He said, why you bring music to a man like me? I said, Tyrone, every soul deserves a melody. I said, you sing it from the cell block, sing it loud and true. Hey, the Lord can hear the bars right through. That's the cell block choir. That's the cell block choir. Ooh, lifting them higher. That's the cell block choir. Oh, Tyrone found his voice in the basement, painted gray. Baritone and rumble like a freight at break of day. The men they sang together, the killers and the thieves, a harmony of broken men who found they could believe. He said, preacher, this is the first time in 11 years that I felt like something more than just the sum of all my fears. The pastor smiled and nodded, said, now you understand. A choir made of cell blocks is the rebuilding of a man. Some walls can't hold a song. Some voices right the wrong. Oh, he said, why you bring music to a man like me? I said, Tyrone, every soul deserves a melody. Said, you sing it from the cell block, sing it loud and true. The Lord can hear the bars right through. That's the cell block choir. That's the cell block choir. Ooh, lifting them higher. That's the cell block choir. One hymn, one cell, one voice, ring well, stood new. Tyrone got his parole at the 1:30. Walked out singing, saw they do the rising sun. He found a church that wanted a baritone so deep. Now he leads the choir for the congregation's keep. And every other Saturday he goes back to the gate, stand among the prisoners and sing away the weight. He tells them what the pastor told him in the basement grave. A choir made of cell blocks lifts the broken. In today, said, why you bring music to a man like me? I said, Tyrone, every soul deserves a melody. Said, was walking home from work at the 6:15. Coldest night of winter that the town had ever seen. There's a man beneath the overpass with newspaper for a bed, old field jacket on him and the frost upon his head. He said, "Evening, sir, don't worry, I ain't asking you for much. I just said it's bitter cold tonight and felt the freezing touch. Saw the patch upon his jacket, said the unit and the war. A soldier in the gutter that the country left so poor. Some warmth you give away, give away. Some coats can't wait a day." He said, "Mister, keep your coat, you got a ways to roam." I said, "Brother, you served harder, take it, you're more cold than home." Said, "I walked the 4 blocks shivering, I'll be alright, I'll be alright. You take the coat off my back tonight, that's the coat off my back, that's the coat off my back. A warmth you don't lack, that's the coat off my back. A warmth you don't lack, that's the coat off my back." I draped it around his shoulders and I sat down for a spell. Heard him tell the brothers in the desert and the hell he'd come home to nothing, lost his footing and his kin. 20 years of sleeping where the cold rolls in. I said, "You got a name, soldier?" He said, "They call me Gray." I said, "Well, listen here, Gray, you ain't sleeping here today." Walked him to the shelter that I knew across the line. Gave him all my pocket cash, said, "Keep this brother fine." Some warmth you give away, give away. Some coats can't wait a day. He said, "Mister, keep your coat, you got a ways to roam." I said, "Brother, you served harder, take it, you're more cold than home." Said, "I walked the 4 blocks shivering, I'll be alright, I'll be alright. You take the coat off my back tonight, that's the coat off my back, that's the coat off my back. A warmth you don't lack, ooh, that's the coat off my back. A warmth you don't lack, that's the coat off my back. One coat, one man, one night, new plan, one back, came back, came back, came back, came back, came back. I checked on Gray that springtime, and the shelter said he'd grown. Got into a program, got a room to call his own. He found me at my workplace with the coat all clean and pressed. Said, "I wanna give it back now, I'm no longer so distressed." I said, "You keep it, brother, but I'm glad you're standing tall." He said, "You gave me more than a coat, you gave me back it all." Now Gray, he works the shelter where I left him years ago, handing coats to the freezing, the only warmth they know. He said, "Mister, keep your coat, you got a ways to roam." I said, "Brother, you served harder, take it, you're more cold than home." Said, "I walked the 4 blocks shivering, I'll be alright, I'll be alright. You take the coat off my back tonight, that's the coat off my back, that's the coat off my back. A warmth you don't lack, ooh, that's the coat off my back." Oh, Gray still at the shelter, Gray and proud, handing coats to the cold-bitten crowd. Tells them all the story of the kindness track. Ooh, a soldier saved by a coat off my back. Yeah. Miss Ada lost her husband in the early days of May. 40 years of gardens that they tended every day. Now the weeds were taking over at the 7 in the morning. Her hands too old and shaky, and her spirit too forlorn. Young Marcus from next door, he'd watched the garden die, came over with a hoe and a question in his eye. He said, Miss Ada, I don't know much, but I can learn to weed. Let me tend your husband's roses, ma'am, let me plant the seed. Some gardens grieve a man, some gardens grieve a man, some neighbors lend a hand. She said, why you tending a garden you don't own? I said, Miss Ada, nobody should grieve and weed alone. Said I'll learn the way, said I'll learn the way. Your Walter kept the rose and keep them blooming till the good Lord knows. In the widow's garden, in the widow's garden, hearts that won't harden. In the widow's garden. Etta taught him slowly how a Walter planted true. The tomatoes by the fence post and the beans where the sun came through. Marcus came each morning at the 7:30 sharp, pulled the weeds and watered while she hummed an oh so harp. She sat there in the lawn chair and she tell him all the lore, 60 years of marriage that the garden held in store. And the roses, they came back red against the gray. A widow and a young man growing grief away. Some gardens grieve a man, some neighbors lend a hand. She said, why you tending a garden you don't own? I don't know. I said, Miss Ada, nobody should grieve and weed alone. Said I learned the way, said I learned the way. Your Walter kept the rose and keep them blooming till the good Lord knows. In the widow's garden, in the widow's garden, hearts that won't harden. In the widow's garden. One hoe, one row, one grow, will grow, one green, make green, make green. Ada passed in autumn with the garden at its best. Left the house to Marcus and the roses she had blessed. The Willet said, you tended me through the hardest year. You weeded out my sorrow and you kept my Walter near. Now Marcus keeps that garden like the couple long ago. Tomatoes by the fence post and the beans all in a row. And he teaches all the neighbors' kids the way to plant and tend. The widow's grief turned garden that the love would never end. She said, why you tending a garden you don't own? A garden you don't own. I said, Miss Ada, nobody should grieve and weed alone. Said I learned the way. Your Walter kept the rose and keep them blooming till the good Lord knows. In the widow's garden, in the widow's garden, hearts that won't harden. In the widow's garden. Marcus grew old in that garden shade, teaching the grief and the roses they made. Every lonely widow gets a hand to pardon the grief forever in the widow's garden. Ramsey laced his gloves at the 9 o'clock bell. 42 and he knew the ring too well. One more fight to win the purse, one last shot at gold. For a daughter needing surgery, the doctors had told. His corner man said, you can't take this, you'll get hurt. He said, Cal, I got no choice, my baby's worth the dirt. Said, I'll fight the young lion if it breaks me into two. Daddy in the final round. does what he's got to do. Some fights you take for blood, Some fathers stand in the flood. Oh, Cal said, why you climbing in there at your age and pain? I said, cause my baby's breathing's worth a little strain. Said $1,200 for the winner, that's the surgery fee. I'll bleed for her, just watch me. In the final round, Ramsey. In the final round, Ramsey. Standing his ground, Ramsey. In the final round. The bell it rang and Ramsey took the punishment of youth. 12 rounds of leather and the breaking of the tooth. He thought about his daughter at the count of 9, pulled himself up off the canvas, said this fight is mine. The young lion, he was faster, but the daddy, he was steel. Every blow he weathered for a love the young can't feel. He landed in the 12th, the right hand from the soul, and the young man hit the canvas and the bell it tolled. Some fights you take for blood, Some fathers stand in the flood. Cal said, why you climbing in there at your age and pain? Oh, I said, cause my baby's breathing's worth a little strain. Said $1,200 for the winner, that's the surgery fee. I bleed for her, just watch me. In the final round, Ramsey. In the final round, Ramsey. Standing his ground, Ramsey. In the final round. One bell, one purse, one girl. No hurt, one dad, won't fall, won't fall, won't fall, won't fall. Ramsey took the $1,200 to the hospital that night, paid for the surgery that would set his baby right. She came through it smiling at the breaking of the day. Said, Daddy, your face is bruised. What price did you pay? He said, baby, just a little, nothing, I came in. You're worth 1,000 poundings and 1,000 more, my friend. He never fought again. Hung the gloves up on the wall. A daddy who'd stood his ground and given it his all. I said, why you climbing in there at your age and pain? At your age and pain, I said, cause my baby's breathing's worth a little strain. Said $1,200 for the winner, that's the surgery fee. I bleed for her, just watch me. In the final round, Ramsey. In the final round, Ramsey. Standing his ground. In the final round. That girl's a doctor now, saving young and old. The gloves still hang where the story's told. She tells her patients of the love unbound. A daddy who bled in the final round. I stood outside the school at the 3 o'clock bell. 5 years gone to the bottle and the private hell. My boy walked out the doors, didn't know me by my face. A daddy back from nowhere, asking for a second place. His mama said, be careful, he's been hurt before. I said, I know I done it, that's the man I won't be more. Said, I'm sober now and steady, I just wanna take him home. A daddy at the pickup line who used to always roam. Some daddies find their way back to the 3 o'clock day. He said, are you really gonna stay this time around? I said, son, I'm here at 3, both feet on the ground. Said, I'll pick you up tomorrow in a day past that. Daddy, where is absence at? At the pickup at 3, at the pickup at 3. The man I should be. Oh, at the pickup at 3. First few weeks he tested me, said you leave like before. I just showed up at 3 o'clock, standing at the door. Brought him to the diner, bought him fries and a shake. Listened to his stories of the years I let him make. He said, Daddy, where you been? I said, son, in a hole, drinking down my failures till I sold away my soul. But a man can climb back out if he wants it bad enough. I'm climbing back to you, boy, through the easy and the rough. Some daddies find their way back to the 3 o'clock day. He said, are you really gonna stay this time around? I said, son, I'm here at 3, both feet on the ground. Said, I'll pick you up tomorrow in a day past that. Daddy, where is absence at? At the pickup at 3, at the pickup at 3. The man I should be. At the pickup at 3. One bell, one son, one daddy, one day at 3. A year of 3 o'clocks and the boy came around, started running to the car, the sweetest kind of sound. He said, Daddy, I was scared you'd disappear again. I said, son, I drink my coffee now, that bottle's dead, amen. We built it back through pickups, through the small and steady days. A daddy and his boy relearning love's old ways. Now he's grown and got a son of his own to keep, and he's at the school at 3 o'clock. A promise he won't break or sleep. He said, are you really gonna stay this time around? I said, son, I'm here at 3, both feet on the ground. Said, I'll pick you up tomorrow, day past that. Daddy, where is absence at? At the pickup at 3, at the pickup at 3. The man I should be. At the pickup at 3. I'm a grandpa now and I'm sober still. At the school at 3 by my own free will. My own free will. My boy beside me, both of us carefree. 3 generations at the pickup at 3.